Hey guys, it's your boy Deempo. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. I woke up to some pretty exciting news today, but also some concerns. So Space Marine 2 have released their Year 1 battle plan, also known as a roadmap, and they got some pretty interesting updates in there. Some are free, some are season pass slash paid content. So pretty much what they're going to do is all of the critical stuff like new weapons, new PvE missions, new PvP arenas, so on, are going to be free. However, all of the cosmetics are going to be paid, and I think this is fair. I'm content with that. Cosmetics don't really impact gameplay, and I think any sort of effort that goes into the game outside the scope of the original game should be compensated as it requires people's time, right? Getting new missions, new PvP game modes, so on is good. Locking them behind paywall like Starfield has done, or like recently how their new Star Wars Outlaws game has done, that is not good, especially if it's like a day one DLC. But anyways, enough about that. Let's quickly go over the battle plan and see what we get. So September is season 1. Season 1 is going to be a very short season from what I understand, because season 2 will start in October. So we have 3 updates, which is going to be ultra wide support for those of you who are running ultra wide monitors, private PvE lobbies so you can play with your friends, and battle barge sparring arena. So I think this is where you can pretty much jump in. I don't know if this is going to be against your friends as well, or if this is going to be against bots, or probably both, right? So this we can go and hone in your PvE and PvP skills without any risk of losing or whatever the case might be. And then we're also getting a cosmetic part, which is the Ultramarines cosmetics part, and it's got some pretty cool looking skins, but beyond that it's really not much. So it just adds that extra layer of customization to an already impressive customizable game. So very good, nothing really worth of note here. I mean, this is all just quality of life or cosmetics support really. But then it gets really interesting once we head into season 2. So season 2, in terms of free updates, we get the new PvE mission, the lethal difficulty, which is something I really would like to see how it pans out. If you're familiar with my channel, I do high tier gameplay at the hardest possible difficulty. I don't know why, it's just my OCD. I've always played games at the highest difficulty because I think does give you the best value for money, but it's also a challenge, and I do enjoy a challenge. And then we get a Neo Volkite pistol here, which looks like, what is it like? I need to do some research in this, but it looks like a bolter, or could be like a plasma. I don't know. I mean, to me it looks like a bolter. I could be wrong though. Nonetheless though, and we also get a new enemy. So this is very interesting, right? Because I'm looking at this here, and to me this screams Tyranids, because we see those massive tentacles going into the sky. And if you're familiar with Tyranid lore, the lore, sorry, there is a phase when they start devouring the planet, and you get these massive tentacles that go up in the sky and they transition all the biomass. But I'm also getting a bit of Nurgle vibes as well, and we are getting a new enemy. So this is a huge one. Curious to see if they're really gonna step out of their comfort zone and go with something like, say, Orcs or Eldari. I'm just throwing stuff out of the top of my mind here, right? Or if they're gonna sort of stick within that comfort zone and say, hey, we're just gonna expand on the Tyranids, or we're gonna expand on the Chaos factions like Thousand Suns, or stuff like that, which would be the safer bet. I hope they don't do that. Honestly, I do. I've made a lot of content over the past couple of weeks on what I like to see in this game. There's so many potential opportunities, so much potential for new races, new classes, and that's one of my pet peeves. But we'll get that at the end of the video, what I'm concerned about. And we also get a Dark Angels champion pack. So we're gonna get a cosmetic pack for the Dark Angels, kind of like this one here, for the Ultramarines. But then we're also gonna get what I'm guessing is like a unique armor for the Bulwark, which will be very Dark Angel themed. So all in all, that's fine, and we're also going to get some new weapon skin packs. So cosmetics mainly, I wanted to see a new playable class, you know, like a librarian or a champion. I like, you know, like Black Templar champion, anything like that, like a new class. I don't think they'll be doing that, unfortunately. I'm not asking for much. I'm not asking for Terminators here. Give us like a Tech Marine, or give us like an Apothecary. And I hope people apply a lot of pressure online, and hopefully these guys can, you know, bring it into play. Even if it's pain content, I don't really care. I would love to see it as a Warhammer 40k fan. Yeah, feel free to agree or disagree with me. Then we have Season 3. So Season 3 we have new PvE missions. So Season 3 is going to be huge because we're getting a lot more content. We're getting new PvP game mode. We're getting new PvP arenas. We're getting new enemies again. Once again, guys, I hope this is a completely different race of enemy, not just an addition of like an extra Tyrannid or an extra 1,000 Sun Marine or Bestigos, whatever you want to call them, right? None like that. So I'm hoping we get something like Orcs, for example. That'll be freaking awesome. Just fighting Gorgons or whatever the case may be, or their makeshift tanks. So much potential, right? PvE prestige ranks, so if you've already maxed out your PvE rank, you can always prestige now. And we're getting Battle Barge expansion. I wonder what this is going to be like. If this is going to be like Helldivers, if you can, you know, further enhance your armor, your weapons. Curious to see. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be, but it sounds exciting. I think the Battle Barge has a lot of potential. So, curious to see how that works out. Then maybe you have your own customizable quarters. You can, you know, display armors in your quarters. I mean, it could be anything at this stage. Oh, it's a guessing game. Only time will tell. And then we are going to the season pass. So once again, one chapter will receive champion pack, and then another chapter will receive a champion pack. So hopefully we get like Space Wolves or Blood Angels or whatever the case may be. I'm sick and tired of Ultramarines, so G-Man can like take a step back here and bring some other chapters to the forefront. We're getting another cosmetic pack. We're getting a weapon skin pack. But we don't really get a new weapon here. It hasn't been announced yet. So it says incoming transmission, sorry. So I'm guessing plenty of time for them to bring that into it. And then last but not least, we have Season 4 Horde mode. I wish they brought Horde mode a lot earlier. But whatever, once again, we get a new enemy and a new weapon. So it seems like every second season we'll get a new weapon, and every season we'll get a new enemy type. And this concerns me because if we get a new enemy type every season, I don't think it's going to be like a race pack, guys. I don't think it's going to be like Eldars or Tau or whatever the case may be. I think it's going to be just an existing enemy roster, just becoming increasingly larger and larger. I don't know, maybe year 2 will bring some great things depending on how this game performs. I think a lot of fans will replay this over and over again, especially with like multiplayer. Campaign's gonna be bombastic, it's gonna be crazy, like you go in, it's gonna be pedal to the metal, over the top action, over the top cutscenes. But multiplayer is what really gonna keep this game going. So yeah, so my only concern is I don't think we're gonna be getting like new enemy races, and I don't think we're gonna be getting any new classes. Those are my only two concerns. But the rest is great. Super grateful that they've been transparent and they've come out with this and they said, okay, this is the action plan going forward. This is what you can expect. And I can appreciate that. At least we know where we stand with this game. From now on, maybe we can apply pressure in the right way, of course, and see if we can get what we need. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, whether or not you agree or disagree with me, and I hope to catch you next video. Peace.